Hello, it's Dr. Farmer, and welcome to Psychology 330 Theories of Personality. Before we begin, we have some goals that we need to accomplish. If you're viewing this message, you are logged into Desire to Learn, which I call D2L, and this site has everything that you need to be successful in this class. The first thing that you need to do is print the syllabus. In order to do that, log into D2L and go to Welcome Start Here. Under Welcome Start Here, you see the syllabus. You open that and you select the option to download and print. Let's cover some important things on the syllabus. One of the most important things are our weekly discussions. And actually, it will be chapter discussions for the summer. In our chapter discussions, if you scroll down to discussion requirements, each student is expected to post one answer and one response to appear for each chapter discussion question. Answers and responses are due by 11:59 p.m. of each day that the chapter is due. See course schedule below. So for example, if we go down to the course schedule and we look for May 23rd, Freud Classical Psychoanalysis is due at 11:59 p.m. That is the night of the 23rd. In order to get to the discussion questions, you go to Communications, Discussions, and you'll see that the discussion forum pops up. Now, over the course of the semester, you can see that we will have 15 discussions. Actually, it's not 15 discussions, but they're all the way through chapter 15 in terms of discussions. If you open chapter 1, you'll see that the first assignment is student introductions. These are actually extra credit. You get 2 points for simply typing an introduction to your classmates, 5 points for typing something and then posting a picture. It has to be a different picture from the one on your profile, and then 10 points for a video introduction. This is all extra credit, bonus points that are added to your grade. This is not mandatory, it's just extra credit. But if you look at the first week, our first week's discussion is your personality. The book defines personality as the underlying causes within the person of an individual's behavior and experience. How do you define your personality? Remember, every week you have to post an answer for every chapter. You have to respond to a peer. So let's post our answer. We click on the link and we say start a new thread. I'm going to call this my personality, and I'm going to say my personality, I define it by the way that I look at people and interact with others on a daily basis. Of course, I'm not typing that, but you get the idea. You type post, and your thread has been posted. Over the course of the chapter, as we cover the chapter, you'll go through and you will see that other people have posted. So you can then click on that and you can reply. And then you say, I like what you said, Dr. Farmer, about interacting with other people, but I also think that personality has to do with the way that we learn. You post that and you're done, and now I've answered a response and I've posted a response. I've answered the question and I've posted a response to appear. So you can't respond to your own post, but for this example I did, but you do have to answer, which is start a thread, and then you respond to another peer's thread. All of these are due by the due date of the chapter. It's important to note that no late posts, that's answers or responses, are accepted. Once we've moved on to another chapter, we're done with that chapter. You cannot go back and receive credit for missed discussion questions. Now that we know how to complete discussion questions, let's take a look at some of the other important areas of the D2L site. Let's go back to Course Home, and then let's look at assignments. Under assignments, there are three types of assignments. There are the exam essays, there are the 2 homework assignments, and then there are the 2 assignments related to the paper. Let's take a look at the exam essays. For exam 1, there are 6 essay questions listed. Exams consist of 35 multiple choice questions and 1 essay question worth 45 points, for a total of 150 points per exam. These essays are the essays for exam 1. I will select one of these essays to be placed on the exam. You don't know which essay will be selected until you start the exam. Your job is to produce answers to each question, study them, and be prepared to answer each essay question on the exam. The most important thing about essay questions is that you answer all parts of the essay. For example, question 2 says, discuss the different levels of consciousness and their relationship with the id, ego, and superego. Freud emphasized the importance of intrapsychic conflict. Describe the role of the id, ego, and superego in intrapsychic conflict. So the first thing for this question you would need to do is define the id, ego, and superego. Then you need to talk about the relationship between the id, ego, and superego and consciousness. And then finally, what is the role that the id, ego, and superego play in intrapsychic conflict? Each question needs to be answered, and you should be prepared for each question. Going back to the other types of assignments, the 2 homeworks are self-explanatory. You can find those in the Dropbox. You can come to this icon. If you click on it, it takes you to the Dropbox, or you can go to Assessments, Dropbox, and you see Homework 1, Homework 2, the paper summary assignment, and the paper assignment. We go back to assignments and we look at the paper and the paper summary. These are detailed descriptions of what's expected for each of these assignments. It has the due date, and it tells you everything that's necessary to complete these assignments successfully. Make sure that you read these carefully and that you are prepared. The last thing that I would like to discuss are the tools for the class. If we go to Course Home and we look after the Assignments tab, we have Tools for the Class, and these are 3 helpful bits of information that help you navigate the course over the course of the semester. The first tells you how to start a Hangout. This is important for scheduling office hours. The way that you schedule an office hour meeting is that you go to there are a number of ways, but the easiest way is to simply go to the syllabus. And in the syllabus, you will see a link for Dr. Farmer's office hour schedule. If you click on that link, it will take you to my office hour schedule. My office hours are Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 11. Say you want to meet on the 24th at 10, you click on that link, you fill out this form, first name, email, how long you want to meet. It's actually a maximum of 30 minutes. And then what would you like to accomplish during your meeting? You confirm that booking. I receive an email saying that you have booked that time. When that time arrives, you go to the syllabus again, and you can bookmark both of these in your own browser, and you go to Dr. Farmer's Google Hangout. say we were meeting at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. 11 o'clock on Wednesday, you click that link, you join the Hangout, and I will magically appear online for our video conference meeting. It is a very simple process, and I am always available for office hours to meet. Also, I do realize that people work during the day, and you may not be able to meet on Wednesdays from 10 to 11. In those instances, send me an email, and I am very flexible. I will work to try to find a time that fits both of our schedule, and we will have a video meeting at that time. It's as simple as sending me an email. Other important things in this Tools for Class: how to view feedback, paper feedback, how to view exam feedback, and viewing Dropbox feedback. All of those are, 2 of them are videos that walk you through the process, and 1 is a handout PDF that helps you understand the process as well. I hope that this information has been helpful. If you have any questions, please email me or schedule an office hour meeting.